Hey everybody, and welcome to your source for Rocket League news. We'll be discussing the Astronaut Star Circuit for Season 1 finals, ESPN's involvement in the scene, promotion tournament results, and much, much more. A lot to cover, so let's get right into the intro. Before we get into all the other specific things, there is one to point out that I think is really important. A YouTuber by the name of Slightly Less Bad put out a video called Intro to Rocket League Esports. It's an overall about a 14-minute video that encapsulates everything you really need to know, or if you're trying to introduce Rocket League into friends and family that may be a little less versed in the Rocket League scene or in esports in general. It does a phenomenal job of touching on all these different topics about what Rocket League is, how the esports develops, and what esports is as a whole, as you're starting to see here. Highly recommend if you have friends that are trying to get into esports or just Rocket League in general. This is a great video and a fantastic watch. Again, Slightly Less Bad on YouTube. Make sure you go subscribe to him. Coming up this weekend, we've got the Astronaut Star Circuit Season 1 finals with Space Station Gaming, Ghost Gaming, Energy Esports, Rogue, G2 Esports, and Pittsburgh Knights. If you guys haven't seen the Star Circuit previously, they had multiple qualifiers where the teams earned points over a certain period of time. They took a culmination of all those results, and the top teams got a bye or got qualified for the final bracket. So that'll be this weekend. Make sure you tune into that. Some more high quality Rocket League with a pretty solid prize pool each week as well. If you guys haven't heard the news or have failed to see the numerous videos I've put out about the ESPN involvement in Rocket League, the big one that is coming up immediately is going to be the fact that the Spring Series Championship on Sunday for North America on April 26th will be aired on ESPN2. It's about an hour and a half, 2-hour block, which was the exact same when they did the RLCS 8 Grand Finals as a re-airing. This time it is going to be live, so really excited to see live coverage of Rocket League on ESPN. I'm curious to see, and we'll be definitely paying attention to the hashtag that is used to see what reactions are from the ESPN general audience. If you guys haven't seen my own announcement, this may be a little bit confusing because I'm talking while my video is up. I put out a video announcing the Brawl Invitational in partnership with ESPN Esports. It's a $2,000 prize pool out of my own pocket, where 8 teams, the best in North America, are being invited. And that's where some confusion was with the post. So to clarify, the people that are listed in or shown in this graphic are not officially confirmed, but they have been invited. The ones that have confirmed so far are Space Station, Energy, Ghost, which is now known as Vanguard, Pittsburgh Knights. We are just waiting on G2 to finalize, and it's looking likely Cloud9 and Rogue. They have until the 27th to lock in their spot, and if they don't, then I will go down the list and pick from United and then the RLRS teams like Omni or now Affinity and everything else as it kind of follows suit. That'll be on May 2nd with the open qualifiers, so if you guys would like a chance to play and are in North America, that'll be on May 1st. This past weekend, we also had the promotion relegation tournament going on. Results for North America, Rogue and United both kept their spots. Part of the reason why Rogue is getting the invite to the Brawl Invitational. And if they do decline, then it'll be up to United. Thoughts played out. We got our predictions right on the CJ show where both teams would remain. And unfortunate, Charlotte Phoenix did go to that final game and lost in 7. Heartbreaking as always. On the EU side, we are seeing some new teams and kind of comes at a blow. If you don't recognize the team Karen, it is former TSM. They were dropped due to lack of performance, which is pretty heartbreaking. And it may be the last time that we see Remco in competitive play, which is unfortunate because he has been a driving force behind the scene for a very long time, and I hope it's not the case. So TSM, now Karen, ended up demoting, which means that makes room for Solary, and Endpoint retains their spot. Dazran hosted another spring scrimmage, this time being a $1,000 prize pool instead of the $2,500 originally. We had teams from the RLCS and Vanguard, the former Ghost roster, Pittsburgh Knights, Flight with Alpha Cap instead of Seabass, and other notable RLRS teams down the board competing, where the results ended up going in favor of Pittsburgh Knights, who rose from the lower bracket. More information can be found in the link below, along with all the other topics that I've covered, for links to the Liquipedia page. As mentioned briefly last week, the longest game in Rocket League history presented by Sunless Khan went down, and boy oh boy was it interesting. About 11-hour broadcast that was unfortunately ended just because some trolls in chat ended up getting a hold of the lobby information and basically ruining it for everybody. Before the event got brought down, They did end up raising $5,000 cap on the prize pool due to community guidelines and over $7,300 to COVID-19 charity funds. So phenomenal thing and phenomenal job by what this community really shows. But my goodness, one of the players, Magic, ended up playing, I think, for 7.5 hours straight before he took a break. So massive shout out to everybody that stopped by. I stopped by for a little bit, as well as plenty of casters, as you see, a bunch of commentators, a bunch of different community figures, even Sonic Steven, one of the community managers, as well as a bunch of different players. But you can see all the subs that went in and out at some point, and massive shouts to this entire community for making an event not soon forgotten. There was also a subreddit post in regards to myself casting Valorant, and for those that don't know or haven't seen on my channel, I've been actually dabbling in casting other games that have become available, and Team Liquid was nice enough to reach out. I ended up casting their Pro-Am a week ago on Friday, where they invited big community figures from their pro teams like Mendo and Poach and Elige, but they also had players that were from the mainstream. There are celebrities like Zed, Adventure Club, WNBA superstars, just a plethora of talent. And then they also did a grudge match on that Monday, where it was with their pro CS team that ended up beating Evil Geniuses 2-0 in the EPL. And then they ended up having people like Mendo and Poach. Shroud ended up subbing in as well. So starting to dabble in some other castings as well. That's going to wrap it for all Rocket League esports related news. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, or have any things you think I may have missed, drop those in the comments down below, as well as hit subscribe and turn on notifications. And give the video a thumbs up if you like it, as it helps me out greatly. But that does it for us. We're out of here. Peace.